Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video from Nut Hunter Studios. And as you've probably guessed by the title of today's video, we are announcing the next Grand Theft Auto film. Obviously, as you know, it was about a month ago we released Grand Theft Auto Insurgency, the 6th film in our Grand Theft Auto series, and we can say that, well, it broke our records, really. Its opening weekend, it gained more views than any other film we had, and the reviews from you guys have been fantastic, and we just want to say thank you very much for your kind comments and reviews of the film. However, obviously improvements can be made. We know this. So, improvements have to be made on the next film. The 7th film, to be exact. So today's event is simply going to be, I'm going to announce the title of the next Grand Theft Auto movie. I'm going to announce the crew and the cast. I'm also going to announce the vehicle or vehicles that we'll be using in the film, and just some little bit of information about the film. Just a little bit of a little bit of hints, tips, whatnot. So, well, let's get started, shall we? Obviously, Grand Theft Auto Insurgency was the first proper announcement, if you like. So this is the second proper announcement video. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to release the title of the movie. And of course, in tradition, the screen is going to do it in a lot more of a dramatic way than I could ever do it. So then, without further ado, there you have it. The next Grand Theft Auto film is called Grand Theft Auto Darklight. To be truthful, Grand Theft Auto Darklight has been in pre-production for around 2 to 3 months now. It was going on when Insurgency was in the editing suite. So the amount of effort and work that's gone into this has already started, and I can tell you now that we personally think that the script is a lot better in this one than it was in Insurgency. Insurgency lacked something for us. It lacked the usual feeling that you got from Retribution and Another Way to Die. There wasn't that right balance of character development, we think. And in this one, well, I can't really release anything about the film, obviously, but we think it's a lot better, and we think you're going to enjoy it even more. So now on to the next section of today's announcement video, and I'm going to be releasing a few little details about the movie that's going to be released in under a year's time. So obviously with Insurgency we experimented with the idea of going to different locations, going abroad, going to different countries, and the experimentation, it worked. You guys liked it, we liked doing it, so we've included it in Darklight. So Nico's adventure takes into a variety of different locations. Nico's adventure takes into Shanghai in China, to Rome in Italy, to Germany, specifically the Harz Mountains in Germany. His adventure also takes him to Australia, specifically Brisbane in Australia, and of course we spend a lot of time in San Andreas, Los Santos and Blaine County. The film overall is going to be costing well, let's put it this way. Insurgency cost us around 25 million GTA dollars, if we were to buy everything, that is. Grand Theft Auto Darklight will cost us $93,061,500. As you can tell from that size of money, it is going to be a huge film, and dare I say, include a lot of action. We plan to be filming for around 2 to 3 months, maybe even 4 months if we need to go that far to make the best film possible. We start filming next Monday. It's going to be very, very good. We're going to be spending a lot of the 11 weeks trying to make this film the best it can be. We actually don't have a planned finishing date. Hopefully we can tie it in with the upcoming Bond film Spectre. We don't know. We're going to have to wait and see if we can, tie it in with that somehow. But we'll wait and see what happens. So obviously, guys, that's been just a few little details. I can't really give you that much. But now I think it's time to move on to the next section. So now on to the next part of today's announcement video. I'm going to be announcing the crew members. Obviously, sometimes we have returning crew, sometimes we don't, but in this one, I'm very, very happy because we have literally all of the crew is back from Insurgency, with even more people added on. So again, with a film like this, you have returning cast and crew. I have the pleasure to be coming back and directing this one again. It's really, really good to, you know, get back in the shoes and start directing this type of film again. I mean, Insurgency was very good, and I think this one's going to be even better. Thankful that my assistant director, Ewan Ward, will be returning. Ewan was absent on Grand Theft Auto Insurgency for reasons I can't explain, but he's back on Grand Theft Auto Darklight. It's going to be a pleasure to have him back as well. Daniel Bearcroft. Daniel is going to be returning as my executive producer, one of the executive producers. Obviously, Dan was in Insurgency, Retribution, Forevermore. He was in other films in the past, and he helped out, and he's helped out me a lot. And you know, Dan's really, really good to have on the team. Good thing about Darklight is it has the same writing team as Insurgency had. Connor Waldron is back. Connor has written Darklight, and I've obviously added on to the top, and we've sort of done rewrites and whatnot. But Connor made a fantastic base draft, and we just went and added everything that we needed to, and it's been really, really good to have him back writing the film. Producers Elliot Warner-Wright and Alex Larkin are back. They were obviously producers on Retribution and Insurgency. They're back for this one. It's really good to have them back joining us on this, you know, on this adventure. Callum Slattery is back as executive producer. He's teaming up with Daniel Bearcroft, and both of them are going to be working alongside me and alongside the rest of the team to make sure that this film is on time and is produced to the highest standards it can be. Tom Riley is doing the GFX again. Tom obviously has designed that beautiful announcement introduction that you just saw there, the Darklight, sort of the whole poster for that. Whereas Ethan Mingay is also the second GFX unit. He's the second GFX unit. He has designed the small little logo that you see there on the screen for Darklight. That'll all make sense obviously in the film later on, but I'm very, very glad to have both of them back on this project. It's going to be really, really good to see what they can come up with. Introducing a new crew member is Harry Quirk. Harry Quirk, as you know, voiced the Professor, Professor W in Insurgency, and it's really, really good to have him back. Harry is the director of the clothing department. Harry is going to be choosing the clothes that all the characters are going to be using. And so far I've seen some of his draft work, and it's brilliant. It's really good to have Harry here helping us along the way. In terms of location scouting, myself and Dan are going to be choosing the right locations for each scene. We're going to go over it and see the best locations that we can use. And the editors, JJ Ralph. JJ is going to be producing the opening credit sequence like he did for Insurgency. I'm really, really thankful that he's back. It was really good to have him produce some amazing work for Insurgency, and I can't wait to see what he can do for Darklight. Editors myself and Connor obviously back, as you know, going to be editing along the way, see what we can improve for the film. Composers David Arnold, Thomas Newman, Michael Giacchino and John Newton Howard will do some of the score for the film. We're going to be using some of their work for the movie. You'll be able to see that in a later video. And last but not least, obviously, the stunt director is back. Ewan Ward is going to be back. Like assistant director, he's back for this one. He's going to be doing some of the stunts, all of the stunts even for the film. Ewan's sort of expertise on car chases and whatnot. It's going to be really, really good to see what we can come up with. Overall, the crew for this film couldn't be better. I'm really, really glad that all these guys are here, going to be helping this project, helping it to be the best it can be, even better than Insurgency, Retribution, whatever. It's going to be amazing. But that's it for the crew members. Now it's time to move on to the cast members. Now, as you know, vehicles are very, very, you know, they're a key thing in our film. Nico had his Debussy Rapid GT in Insurgency, and that was a really, really good featurette. But now we've got to beat it. So what we're going to do is we're now going to announce the vehicles that we will be using in Grand Theft Auto Darklight. Let's take a look at what they're like. So yes, there you go, the two vehicles, or the two main vehicles of the movie. On screen right now is the Debussy Rapid GT Cabrio. It is back in this film. One of a kind again. It's very, very unique. We've done a lot of stuff to it. It's going to be very, very unique in the film as well. You're going to be able to see what this one will be able to do. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss the chase with this car. And of course the other car, the Vapid Bullet, is another vehicle that's going to be in our movie. Obviously you've seen this one in the second wave, the second film. It was Nico's personal car, but now it's going to be used by a different person. However, those are the two cars. We hope you like them. Obviously, there'll be a later vlog showcasing the cars, what they're going to be doing in the film. But for now, all I can tell you is the chase is going to be immense. That is all I can tell you. But now, let's move on to the last part of today's announcement video. And it is the most important part of the film, the cast members. Now, as you know, Insurgency was the first film in our series to include real voices. The good thing about doing a film series like this is you have returning voice cast and you have new voice cast joining the series, and it's even, it's amazing to see these guys just come in and say, yeah, I'll play this role and yes, I'll do this and that. And of course, the voice cast was brilliant on the last film. It's even better on this one. So what we're going to do is we'll start off and we'll start with the females of the film. Now, of course, like I said, returning cast is happening. So playing the character Karen Michelle will be Dulcie Ray Flegg. Dulcie is going to be joining us again on this movie. And playing the character of Elizabeth Selvagia will be Jessica Cooper. Jessica obviously has accepted the role a couple of days ago, and I'm really, really glad that she's joined our series. Now moving on to the FIB home team, I like to call it, the FIB Brigade. Playing the character Claudia Angel, director Claudia Angel, will be Ellie Wilson. Ellie is returning. Playing the returning character of Michael will be Elliot Warner-Wright. And playing Professor W will be returning voice actor Harry Quirk. Moving on, we have Mr. Hessler being voiced by Alex Larkin. We have Ronson being voiced by Dan Bearcroft. We have Oswald being voiced by Callum Slattery. We have the character Utgard being voiced by Dale Hood. Dale is returning on this one again. And last but not least, we have the character Mr. Drax being voiced by Kane Hart. Kane is obviously returning again from Insurgency. And, well, finally, the character that we build this movie on, playing the voice of Nico Bellic, will be returning voice actor Joel Poynton. Joel did a fantastic job as Nico Bellic. He's going to do an even better job of this one, I know he is. That is the voice cast, and sadly, that concludes the event. We hope you have enjoyed, obviously, the new information on Grand Theft Auto Darklight. We hope you've got a little bit of an insight as to what's going to be included in the film, and we hope you enjoyed the content that we've been sharing with you today. Please leave a like, comment, and whatnot. Give us your opinion, your thoughts on the movie, what it's going to be like, and we will definitely see you in the next video. Over the next 11 weeks, we will be doing small little machinimas, not films, just small little machinimas to give you guys an idea of what we can do in terms of the small 5-minute machinima making business. But Darklight will be, like I said earlier on, starting production very soon. So thank you very much for watching the video, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye.